Alrighty guys, what is going on? Good evening to everybody out there. Glad to have y'all here for yet again another live stream today. This is our second stream we've done today, so we're kicking up here with another update for you guys. Hope everyone's doing good. Let's go ahead and see who we have here in the chat for this evening. We have Broccoli, we have, let's see, Fauna, we have Mark, we have ourselves, let's see here, Catman, we have Mary, we have Roadster Jim, we have ourselves TRG, we have Hank, we have J-Lore, we have Roby, we have USA Ball, we have Diana. Let's see here, who else? We have Cindy. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Glad to have you guys here yet again for another weather update here. So, where do we begin? Okay, so I guess we're going to go ahead and start off here with currently what is happening real quickly. We're going to dive into models here in 1 second. To start things off, but right now we are seeing the remainder of that system. We got a low pressure system. Why did that backtrack? Did you see that? Why? Wait, what? Hold on a minute. Why is this? Why is the pressure going back? It must be a software glitch or something. Anyways, but yeah, we are seeing a low pressure system roll through southern Canada. Actually, right now it's been driving a little bit of storm activity across like. New York. We are getting a little bit of rainfall out there across, New York State. Also across the upper northwest, we got ourselves some more moisture popping up across the regions here. Let's see here. I just had some hail in Idaho, says Phoenix. Wow, interesting. Brock says any troughs? Yeah, coming up here. Let's see here. Matthew says, let's see, good evening, everyone. Pretty much all the snow is melted now here. Well, I guess that's good. Depends on if you like snowfall or not. I know a lot of you guys probably do, but a lot of you guys don't. I remember I did a poll back a while ago, and it seemed like 50-50. Literally almost like 50-50, essentially. Oh, speaking of, before we dive into my... Oh, don't want to drop that. I got my new NWW shirt here, guys. Look at that. Got that in the mail. I just wanted to go ahead and mention that real quickly. Let's see here. I'm Julia. Almost otherwise. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. But anyways, let's dive on into the models, my friends. We got to take a look here in the future and see what we can see. So we're starting off with the GFS model here to take a look at a few things. So we have ourselves this guy. This was that storm system that, literally just is currently rolling through southern Canada, driving up some precipitation. According to the models, there is a possibility that this here... yeah, there is a possibility here that, we could maybe see a little bit of snow with that system overall across the Northeast. We're talking places up there towards, like, northern Maine, potentially. Even if it did snow, it would be hardly anything. So, obviously nothing too crazy there. But then we work our way down in time. We get ourselves a little clipper system here. Small bit of snow here for basically tomorrow evening. So look out there for that. Then we get our next system. So we actually have ourselves a bunch of moisture rolling in across the upper northwest right now. This system is actually going to be kicking up the potential for a little bit of winter weather, including some ice up there towards the northeast. This will be here basically before the morning of the 9th. So if you guys live out there towards like northeastern New York state, New York City's going to be okay. But yeah, if you live out there towards like northeastern New York State, portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, and eventually Maine, there's going to be a shot for some freezing rain. There's going to be a shot for, some sleet, some snow. So that is something to really look out there for. We'll take a look at the accumulations regarding, all that here in a second. Because, we're starting to get to the point now where accumulations are a little bit more accurate per se. I mean, a little bit better of a shot than we were looking at the other day. But it's been very consistent here for the last several model runs. I mean, look at that. We're going back like... way down in time here. Yeah, I mean, you can see here, like, the last several models have been continuously hinting towards this winter, little, winter part of the storm here happening for the, kind of the morning, afternoon of the 9th here. So we'll have to definitely be looking out there for that overall. As, like I said, some models that you're going to see has actually been showing over 1/4 of an inch of, ice potential, which that would definitely be pretty impactful. And also, for my friends down there in the south, to my friends down there on the south here. So you guys are finally going to be breaking that dry spell more than likely. As we work our way here to the 9th and 10th, we're going to be having a bit of a system roll through here through Texas, Arkansas, maybe even out there towards the Tennessee Valley potentially. So look out there for that. So that'll be good. Obviously, you guys have been pretty dry lately. There's really not been a lot going on there. GFS goes crazy well down in the models here. Look at that. Shows a hurricane later on. But like I said, don't trust that right now because, it's still a little ways away out. So, things are more than likely going to change here. I mean, we'll look at the tropics here in a little bit, and we'll talk more about that here. But anyways, yeah, so right now, guys, once again, we got this storm here. We got a little bit of moisture rolling through. We're going to have a new low-pressure system develop here, the new snowstorm to kick up across portions of the northeast, possibly even a little bit of snow here for portions of Minnesota. Then we get that rain for the south here between the 9th and 10th. And then after that, it's a little bit too, far to look out there for. And of course, we have ourselves the big H there. That is a big high-pressure system, which is basically leading the country to be relatively dry for the most part. That's kind of showing there for the 13th. So basically, a week from now, next Monday probably will be mostly dry for a lot of people. Let's see here. The GFS loves to spin up troughs. It does, Matthew. It really does. Let's see here. Do I know when West Virginia is going to see first snowfall? West Virginia's already seen its first snowfall. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me actually... That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to look up pi. I want to look up this one site here. Let's see. We're going to hop over to this view. Here we go. Okay. So let me pull up the, let's see here, observe snowfall. Here we go. So this is for the season so far. So yeah, we've already had some snow out there towards West Virginia. I guess you probably just didn't know. But yeah, we've already had a little bit out there for those upper elevations. But yeah. Let's see here. See you later, Fauna. Let's see. What's up, Brady? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Hope you are doing good. But yeah, no, we've already seen snow out there. Anyways, we're going to hop back over here to the models again. But yeah, so that is kind of what we're looking at here. Now, I do want to hop you all over here to the models over here for a minute, guys, because I want to go ahead and show you what we were talking about here overall. So whenever it comes to, the next potential system here, this is what I really wanted to share with you guys today. Let's go ahead and actually add this here. We're going to add another... We're going to add the ECMWF as well. So we have that one. Let's see here. ECMWF. And we'll go ahead and add, let's see here. This can work. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, between the two models here, we work our way down in time. You can see how we have this really big trough here. Now, this is still a little ways away out. This is for like the 16th, which is about 10 days away. But I want to show you guys the weather pattern here. As you can see between the GFS, which the GFS is this guy right here, and the ECMWF, the European model, we have ourselves this big old, big old dip in the jet stream out there towards the west coast. And both models support that. However, they are a little different per se, as you can tell. I mean, there's obviously a bit of disagreement to some extent, but the similarities between these two models has a big trough going across the west coast here for sometime later next week. So that could be a system to watch out there for, and it's a big old dip in the jet stream there. And like I said, both models, it's not just this run, but both models have been pretty consistent overall here. Like I said, we have the that current system, that little dip in the jet stream right there. That's the that snowstorm. We got more moisture rolling through, which will eventually lead to that one snow system, across like Maine, what we were talking about there, for the 10th. And of course, later on down in time, we're going to have this big dip in the jet stream, which could be something. We'll have to see how that plays out there. And of course, you got the GFS going crazy with the hurricane out there. But like I said, that's just a little too far to be looking out there for. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to mention that because, if this thing did actually play out here to what both of those models are suggesting, that potentially could be the next big storm system. If typically when you have these big troughs here, that's when you have the big time storms. Either thunderstorms, winter weather, or both. Sometimes you could see those those big setups there with those big troughs. So we'll have to see how that plays out there. Let's see here. Ty says had a big storm in East Michigan today. Yeah, we actually covered that. Not in East Michigan. I covered for about, was it like 40 minutes or so. But we have ourselves. Yeah, we were live for that. There, we had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings this morning, which is pretty crazy. We didn't even have a risk for severe weather, but those storms turned out to be pretty aggressive. They were. We'd had a lot of reports of hail, damaging winds, which was pretty crazy. Let's see here. Crystal says, I take rain over snow anyway. I hear you. I hear you. Personally, though, with me, I do like to have a good snow, but, my region where I'm at typically is not too common. Yeah, snow's not too common in Florida, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Let's see here. Did I already say good evening to Ragtide? What's up? Hank says it rained good in Oakland, California, Las Vegas, Nevada. Gotcha. Did it? Yeah, we haven't had too much rain out there, actually. It's been pretty dry for the most part. Pretty similar how it's been, pretty similar how it's been across a lot of the South, actually. Yeah, the South has been abnormally dry. I do want to show you guys something here, though. Let's see. We're going to hop over here to the Climate Prediction Center's outlook here. So, whenever it comes to the 6 to 10 day outlook, so basically 6 to 10 days out from now, you can see how it's actually going to be returning quite a bit of warmth for the central and especially the northern portion of the country. The southeast here also as well. The northeast might get a little cooler than normal, maybe even the west slightly, and also like southern Texas potentially. That's what the latest Climate Prediction Center has for the days 8 to 14 though. Yeah, it looks like the heat's going to return for a lot of the country, you guys. So if you are getting used to the cold now, I wouldn't, because we're getting back in the warm groove here. It looks like here pretty soon. So we're looking well above average terms of temperatures over the next couple of days. Precipitation-wise, 6 to 10 days out, relatively dry. We're starting to get that El Nino type of effect here. It's going to, the weather pattern is going to be shifting here to finally to where the south is going to get a little bit more rain than typical, and obviously, the north is going to start to kind of pull away from all that precipitation. It's just natural, natural movement of the atmosphere, which tries to distribute rainfall somewhat evenly, which obviously it doesn't, but. But yeah, it's going to start to bring some of that precipitation down to the south overall, which is something that's pretty interesting. And then of course 8 to 14 days out, everything gets wet. Apparently, it looks like the whole country for the most part is going to be above. Let's see here. What's the gray? So the gray means normal conditions. Yeah, the gray means normal conditions. Crystal says it's a little bit windy here. It's been really windy today, actually, up in Michigan. Yeah, we got that low pressure system rolling through. Oh, yeah. No, it's been pretty windy out there. Let's see if I can actually pull up the wind gusts. Let's see. We're going to go to... let's see here. Wind gusts. No, it's not. What? Oh, here we go. I think this is going to work. Here we go. Perfect. Give it 1 second to load. Go ahead and turn that on there and wait for it. Let's see here. VRP says, hey, when do I think the Mid-Atlantic Northeast could see their first snowstorm? Maybe on I-95 corridor. Other words, when do I think we'll get cold? And so that'll probably happen. Usually across those regions, it usually happens right around December, January. So, typically usually January. So it's probably going to be a little bit. Yeah, it'll probably still be a little bit before you get, that classic like nor'easter type of setup here. So overall, yeah, it's probably still going to be a little bit, I definitely think here. Here, I'm going to restart this program, guys. We're going to go ahead and close this for a second. But anyways, yeah, no, it's definitely, come on. This program is a little glitchy sometimes. Let's see here. Don't get me wrong, I love this program. Why? Why are you messing up here? Let's see here. Lovely. Yeah, well, apparently that program's like dying on me. Let's see here. Broccoli, there's no convective outlooks for the SPC, so there's no need to look at it. Let's see here. November, we still get weather in the 60s and 70s in Indiana. Why has it been so much warmer this year? El Nino. Yeah, actually, we have been seeing a bit more warmer conditions, up north typically than normal. We're getting ready to go back into that pattern here, which is the big change overall. Why is this program not working now? It is not having it right now. Let's see here. Come on. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Let's see here. I'm going to do... Bear with me, guys. I'm trying all I can to get this program revived here. See, I'm going to task kill that one. Maybe that'll help. Oh. Nope. That didn't work. Okay, well, that that didn't work. Let's see here. There's a thunderstorm risk, though, says Broccoli, which is not severe. Yeah. See here. Not a good sound. No. I have the classic sounds on, too. What in the world is that sound? That was my computer. Not liking the program at all. Let's see here. Crystal says you're almost at 20K, Andrew. Let's get him to subscribe if you're not. Like, that'd be greatly appreciated, guys. Like I said, you know, I'm not forcing anybody to subscribe, but if you guys want to, it's always an option. You know, obviously we'll be here to give you guys constant weather updates pretty much every day. So I will definitely do whatever I can to keep y'all informed for sure. But yeah, so that's the next thing. See, I think it seemed like it did not like whenever I turned on that wind. Let's see if I can do that. That was a bad mistake closing that program too. Brings me back to 2000 with the window error. Yeah, I basically made my computer like old. It's Windows 10, but it's like dressed up, I should say, as Windows 7. What's up, Catherine? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But anyways, let's go ahead and work our way over here. So we obviously have a bit of precipitation that's expected across the northeast here. This is also going to be bringing a bit of rain out there, to portions of like New York State, portions out there towards like Massachusetts and not Colorado, Connecticut, not Colorado. Let's see. Do I know do I know of snow near Massachusetts? No, there's not going to be any snow near Massachusetts with that next upcoming system. If anything, like I said, it's going to be relatively in the realms of rainfall rather than that. Let's see here. Precipitation accumulations. I mean, we could get a decent amount here. Icon supporting up to maybe an inch and a half maybe up there towards like central New York State, which yeah, that's kind of that whitish blue color. That is right around like 1.5 inches overall. So that's pretty good. Good amount of rainfall. And of course the GFS on that other hand, yeah, it kind of shows that exact same thing. ECMWF. So yeah, models are pretty solid out there through central New York State that could be seen within the realms of possibly an inch to and maybe nearly 2 inches in some areas. Could be a possibility. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna work our way to the northwest here. Yeah, like I said, you guys are stealing all of the precipitation across the country, y'all. I can tell you that one. You guys have been getting constantly battered, and there's a lot more to come here down in time too. Like I said, we've been looking at this like almost every update here. It's just ridiculous how much rainfall you guys have gotten. Let's see here, observe precipitation. We'll just do the last 168 hours, okay? That's like the last week. We've seen areas over a half a foot we were talking about. Sounds like my PC needs a update. I guess. Let's see here. My cousin says it's sunny, morning, afternoon, but evening cloudy. It's sunny during the morning and cloudy in the afternoon. Yeah, that's pretty normal. Typical frontal passage usually is when you see something like that. Let's see here. There's been no precipitation in Indiana. Yeah, no, it's been pretty dry across some of those areas too. Yeah, you can see how it's over the last week. This is precipitation over the last week, guys, and you can see how it's been pretty daggone dry. Here, I'll go and do just the whole U.S. view. I mean, it's pretty nuts out there. Southwest, southeast. I mean, pretty much the entire like south side of the country is like really below. Like I said, really below average in terms of precipitation. Yeah, it's all in the north. We had that little cold front passage like late or like almost a week ago, but after that, there's been like hardly anything across us. So it's very dry. But then, like I said, you get the northwest. They're hogging up all the moisture. They're just getting constantly battered after system here. because of that zonal flow I was talking about, basically with the jet stream just being straight west to east, which, you know, is just acting as a conveyor belt and just pushing all the rain across that area, which is unfortunate. It's actually more located further up north, which is unfortunate. Let's see here. It's been raining every day here. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy, crazy. Meanwhile, down here, it's been like nothing but high pressure. Nothing but sunny conditions. Now, honestly, it's been nice. It's been nice temperature-wise, but we could use a little bit of rainfall, too. You know, after going a while without it, it's not the best. It's been cloudy most days with some showers here, but there's nothing crazy, says Matthew. Gotcha. See here. But yeah, but that's that. I do want to show you real quickly before we move on. Let's see here. Regarding the forecast, this is apparently over the next week. So this is a forecast here from the Weather Prediction Center here regarding the expected amount of precipitation. So you can see how it becomes more dry. You know, still pretty dry for the southwest, but it looks like the southeast gets a bit more. Except for me, because, you know, obviously the weather doesn't care about where I'm at. And keeps Florida basically dry still for the next week. It's like, come on, we need some rain. We need some rain here. Let's see. How does the drought map look like? That's actually a good question. Let's see. We're gonna have to. Let's see here. The droughts monitor. Yeah, let me full screen that for you guys. There we go. Anyways, yeah, so it actually shows, yeah, the northeast is completely fine. Still, after all of that rain, apparently the northwest is still in a drought. Which is interesting, considering they've been seeing, like, tons and tons of rain. Yeah, especially out there by, like, the coastal Oregon, coastal Washington. That's where, like, a lot of that concentrated rain of several inches has been. This was updated November 2nd, though. This was, 4 days, so it was, hasn't really been updated. But then you got Louisiana down there. Louisiana's been in a drought for months at this point. The Northeast is pretty much good. California, for once, actually hardly any drought conditions, which is really surprising. Same thing for Nevada. Yeah, that's actually really surprising for those areas. Let's see here. See, most of the Midwest. Yeah, a lot of the Midwest is still in a drought for the most part. Ohio Valley's, okay. Nothing. I mean, some areas slightly abnormally dry, but for the most part, it's nothing too crazy. Broccoli, that system died out a while ago. Yeah, in terms of the Hurricane Center. We'll get to the tropics here, actually. We're going to hop over to the tropics. Yeah, no, the storm's gone. Yep. Does the drought monitor update weekly? I believe so. Yeah, I believe it does. Yeah, I typically try to look at it every week, and every single time it's been updated, so. Let's see here. When does Oakland, California get some sun again? Let's see here. After that, we'll get into the tropics here. All right, let's go and do this. We'll do southwest. It looks like it's been relatively... yeah, California is going to be, like, totally clear for the 9th, it looks like. Not even clouds in sky. It honestly doesn't look like there's been that many clouds over California, so that's good. That's good. Let's see here. Updates every Thursday. Gotcha. I typically check it on the weekends. Let's see here. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop away to the tropics, guys. We're going to talk about the models and see what they have to say. I really kind of waited to save this part for your, for being with you guys here. I didn't really look much at the tropics. I mean, obviously you have GFS, the latest run, going pretty crazy. Any snow tomorrow in Ohio? No, there's no snow expected across Ohio. Let's see here. But anyways. All right, so GFS here, the American GFS, we work our way down in time. Yeah, then you have GFS going absolutely crazy. What? Wait, hold on. What's that about? What? Why does GFS have, like, this massive cyclone just form here for, like, the 14th and 15th? I mean, obviously, yeah, that's a little bit way. It's a little ways away. That's non-tropical, but then you got this tropical guy down here. What in the world? That is really weird. So we got GFS. Let's see here, ECMWF here regarding the. Wow, that is really interesting. So the European model supports that too. Look at that. It supports that really big cyclone off the coast. Like I said, once again, it's non-tropical, meaning it's not a tropical storm or a hurricane, but it has some limited characteristics similar to them. That is a really big cyclone, though. That thing turned into a beast, it looks like. That is... I mean, yeah, both models. You all seen it firsthand. They're both models. ECMWD show. Does this one show it? Let's see here. We're going to... Uh-oh. Is this thing not loading? There we go. Yeah, look at that. CMC supports that one too. However, it's a different for the South, like I said, for the Caribbean, for the South Caribbean here. There is no tropical activity here according to the CMC or the ECMWF. So, but that is really interesting. Yeah, we'll have to really monitor that low pressure system. And obviously, like I said, yeah, it's a bit of ways out. I don't like forecasting this far, but I mean, there's the GFS here. Let's see, we'll drop back to 12Z. ECMWF. I mean, it's there. All models supports that really big system. Let's see, where's Bermuda in that case? It looks like it forms after Bermuda. Yeah, we'll just have to watch it. Like I said, obviously, there's still a lot that needs to be worked out here. Let's see here. I don't even know if the icon can go out this far. No, it can't. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye out there for it. Also, while we're here, let's see here. We're going to go to the ensembles. We're going to full screen this real quickly, y'all. Yeah, I want to take a look here at the ensembles regarding... potential tropical energy. Let's see here. So I've been watching this region here, because there's been some support from the ensembles showing, maybe a little, low pressure system kicking off there. It's really not much support though. It seems like the support has been actually waning down over the last little bit, which is, unfortunate, or fortunate, I guess. Depends on which way you want to look at it. But yeah, no, it seems like the chances of tropical development is pretty low overall. Let's see here. Maybe it's related to the current setup in Europe. There has been several storms like that over the last few weeks. There has, including some that hit the UK. Yeah, we had that really massive cyclone that hit the UK, which was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was definitely pretty crazy. Seems like. Yeah, it seems like it forms between two ridges. I don't know if you see that. So that we have, let's see. Oh, let me double switch this back over here. But yeah, it seems like it develops between two ridges here, two immense areas of high pressure. So your jet stream is going to look something like this, for the most part. So big troughing, big troughing out there. Man, the GFS though, that model, it can be pretty crazy. Always showing some type of cyclone popping up. Just classic GFS there. Like I said, at this point, don't trust that though. I mean, I'll keep an eye on the Caribbean. Obviously, we'll be keeping an eye everywhere. That's what I usually do, but in this case, there's very little support. Very little support. Let's see here. But anyways, that's what's going on there, my friends. Let's see here. Let's go and hop back over here to, what I forgot to look at for you guys. I forgot to show you all the, the models regarding the accumulation here of freezing rain. Let's see here. We're gonna hop our way up here to the northeast. Yeah, because like I said, in the next couple of days, the northeast is going to be threatened by some ice. Yeah, like freezing rain. It's going to be a problem. Let's see. So latest GFS here. Yeah, look at that. Wow, dude. So yeah, the latest GFS has really kicked up there. Showing, New York states, Vermont, New Hampshire, obviously Maine here. Looks like Vermont could be, Vermont and New York State seems to be in the zone where we possibly could be seeing anywhere from a quarter of an inch to a half an inch of ice according to GFS here. But that's one model. Let's see here. We have the Canadian GDPS model. Not obviously still supporting that ice, but not as much. 0.24 inches in for the most part. So basically between 0.10 and 1/10 of an inch and a quarter of an inch between those ranges there. Which even that accumulation would still be very impactful. Yeah. I mean, it really starts going down south once you reach like 1/10 of an inch of ice. That's whenever things really start to kind of turn nasty. And if you see above that, that's whenever things get really crazy. But I did want to mention that because this is like the first big shot potentially for some nasty activity here. Let's see here. So this starts to pop off here right at okay. So yeah, this is still like a couple days out. Yeah, it looks like it starts here for basically the morning of the 9th. So that's that's like 3 days. Not even that. It's like 2 or 3 days out. Let's see here. Let's see here. Does that freezing rain in QPF include sleet? It's just, no, this is just freezing rain for the most part. This is just, mostly freezing rain. This system, from what some of the models were showing here, I'm actually going to bring that back up here. From what some of the models were showing is mostly going to be in terms of snow, freezing rain, not much sleet, and then, rain as well. It doesn't seem like there's going to be too much too much sleet on that storm, believe it or not. But no, that mostly includes just freezing rain. Or it does just include freezing rain here. Let's go ahead and do this, y'all. We're going to hop over here to the GFS model. We're going to look at the northeast. And I'm going to bring up precipitation type. We're going to load that. So there's the GFS. So remember, GFS is on the right-hand side. And then we have the ECMWF, which is the European model, on the right-hand side. So now we're going to compare the two. So yeah, obviously we have the system rolling through. And that system will be out here. There you go. Then you get the next system rolling through here. Yeah, look at that. So it definitely shows a bit of activity. And as you can see, whenever it comes to sleet, for the most part, that's in the orange. That orange category is mostly sleet. That pink category is freezing rain. So you can see how most of it's pink, which is freezing rain. So that's just freezing rain accumulations. The good news is, though, is that, they're going to be running into that warm advection. So we're having this system work its way to the east, northeast here. And what's going to be happening here with that system is obviously, they're going to be getting that frozen precipitation. It's going to, allow for some slippery conditions. But look at this. So later on, shortly down in time, the temperature is actually going to be warming up rather than cooling down because, you have all that warm air advection pulling up. So a lot of warm air is coming up from the south, and that will quickly melt all of that, which will be very good. Yeah, that'll be very good. So it'll be kind of a limited threat here overall. But it looks like it's going to be mostly impactful throughout the morning. So it could definitely be a really impactful morning commute. But then by the afternoon, that's whenever everything starts to clear back up. Yeah, it looks like it's going to really start maybe around midnight Eastern time. Let's see here, midnight for the 9th. So we're not too far away from that. See, next says need more cold. I hear you. Yeah, but we're going to be bringing in the warmer conditions here soon. So that's that. What's up, Brandy? Hope you're doing good. After Wednesday, it looks like high pressure builds in across the north. Yep. Yeah, it's going to lead to less precipitation up there. Let's see here. Matthew says, got your things. You're very welcome. But anyways, that's what's going on there, y'all. And of course, after that, down in time, things are a little bit less, less agreement, a lot of less agreement on here. But yeah, I mean, between the two systems, I mean, look how similar they are. GFS over here, ECMWF European over here. The system rolls through, and then we get some of that, that frozen precipitation out there. Right across these areas, which seems like the models have definitely come a little better. Brady says what I miss. Pretty much everything. We talked about tropics, winter weather, all that stuff. Let's see here. The south is getting some moisture. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. Yeah, we definitely do need some more moisture down there. Which, let me actually do that same view. Let's see here. We're going to go over here to United States and United States here. And I'm going to bring up the... Here we go. Presentation type. Perfect. So we're going to add the ECMWF, so the European models over here now. And then we have the GFS. Gotta look away from my tripod for my camera's in the way. There we go. So yeah, that shows it down in time here. Yeah, so look at that. So right here for the 9th, right around the evening of the 9th here, you can actually see how we have ourselves, that big jet of moisture rolling across some of the states here. So that'll be pretty good. And even at that time, it actually has, that bit of snow popping up here for the evening of the 9th. But yeah, the European model does not support as much on that end there. Let's see. We'll take it a little further and see how much the models are similar for one another. Yep. Then high pressure builds in, which that's pretty much the same here. Oh wow, look at that big difference here. So according to this is where the models really start to split from each other. So we have that system, that little jet roll through, and then after that, that's when everything really starts to get out of line here, because you got the European model over here showing a big streak of moisture over here towards the Ohio Valley southeast, and across the west it is very snowy, according to that. But then you have the American model, in which it shows pretty much most of the country dry, and it also shows a hurricane, which, like I said, GFS, it can be an interesting model. It could be an interesting model for sure. But anyways, that's what we're looking at here with the two models overall. So like I said, the thing we just got to look out there for now, obviously we have this guy rolling through. These models are, picking up pretty good since it's close range. And of course we have ourselves, that next system rolling through here, basically for the 9th, rolling through across the upper northeast here. So look out there for that for the morning of the 9th, as it could be very impactful. Is the resolution for Euro generally higher than the GFS? Yes. Yeah. European model is usually more, or the ECMWF, the European model, is more, more higher resolution than the American GFS. But like I said, you can see how things really, really change in time here. Yeah, I mean, even the European model does not even support that tropical system or anything like that. Let's see here. I should talk about how El Nino reached 1.5 on ONI. Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't understand that. But in simple terms, it basically means that the waters out there. Let's see. We're gonna actually hop over. What am I doing? The waters out there in the Central Pacific. Let's see. Let's do the world view. So these waters out here. See how they're red right across the equator. So that's signifying that we are in an El Nino. Which is, very active for winters down south and across the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. But anyways, but we're 1.5 degrees Celsius above the normal temperature for the waters at this region, which basically means that that we're in an El Nino because it's higher temperatures typically. So 1.5 degrees Celsius, which is like what, 3 or 4 degrees Fahrenheit probably, something like that. But yeah, no, we're definitely in a pretty solid El Nino. Yeah, last winter, or last season overall, but we had the opposite. We had the La Nina in the blue, which we've obviously switched that oscillation this year, so it's gonna change things up a bit. That's for sure. It really will. It really will change things up quite a bit here. So that'll be good for some people, bad for others. It'll be in a totally different winter than last year. Which, like I said, I'll be doing another winter update here, probably like December 1st, I'm guessing. It'll be probably the first week of December. I'm not sure if it'll actually be on the 1st, but we'll see how that goes. We'll try my best. But anyways, but that's that, y'all. That is what I wanted to look at. See here. Last year we were really cold around this time, so Justin, yeah. Yep, big differences here, you know, compared to this year and last year. Like I said, with this year we have the El Nino to deal with, which, you know, by the time we start getting a lot of snowstorms and stuff, that's, like I said, it really starts to amplify the snow amounts for a lot of these areas out in here. You know, we got a hot dog here, but a lot of those regions typically get a little bit more snowfall. Rather than up here, it's relatively dry. We get the polar jet stream that rolls through, and then we got the subtropical jet that rolls through the south, which basically brings all the moisture in, and the polar jet stream brings all the cold air in. So it could get a little cold in some areas up north, I'd still say. You know, a couple Arctic passes. You know, a few Arctic blasts could be possible. I mean, that's, you know, it's possible, but anyways. Let's see, is this up north? This is the whole U.S. view, as you can see. But depends on what you're talking about. How's the upper level wind jet stream looking, Andrew? I think, yeah, didn't Catman send you that link? But let's look at it, I guess. Let's see. So, yeah, we have that big trough. Yeah, it's mostly zonal flow like I was talking about. Yeah, we already mentioned that, actually. Yeah, it's mostly just zonal flow, which is, you know, just a flat jet stream right now. No big troughs, no big ridges, nothing. Just flat. What's up, Crystal? Welcome back. But anyways, but yeah, that's the jet stream right now. But yeah, things are going to be changing here. Like I said, we were looking at the models. Let's see here, we're gonna have to bring it back up. But we were looking, and like I said, we're gonna have that troughing start to kind of pop back in the country again. It looks like. Let's see here. Slow did YouTube be not? Gotcha. Let's see here to North America. So this will show you the jet stream down in the future here between the two models here. Between the American and the American GFS and the ECMWF. So there we go. So look at that. Yeah, so later on down in time, I said late in the model. I know it's still a little ways away, but there is a little bit of consistency. Showing a big trough here, kicking up across. You know, this is actually showing a bit more to the north with a detaching shortwave trough out there popping up in the East Pacific. But regardless, both models do show that trough motion, which, you know, could be signifying some, you know, could be hinting towards another or good, you know, a decent sized system rolling through. What do I think likelihood of snow hit in Oklahoma? It's quite likely, but, you know, not right now. Yeah, it's still a little ways away from all that, though, from you guys in Oklahoma, because we still have to wait for that cold air to reach down there. Let's see here. Nobody in the weather does open discussion on the channel like this one. Pure awesomeness. Thank you, Ragtie. Appreciate it. Let's see, Oklahoma has seen snow before. Yeah, I think they even seen some this year, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look, actually. Let's see, observation, snowfall. Let's see here. Let me look here. So we had the... Where was it? Observed snowfall. Okay, we'll look at the west or central plains here. There we go. Perfect. So seasonal snowfall. Well, yeah. We had a little like 1.1/10 of an inch streak. So that's their snow of the year. That's all they're getting. I'm kidding. No, it'll probably take about a month or two. Joey says, "Are we currently in a strong or moderate El Nino?" I'd say moderately strong. It's strong. It's a pretty strong El Nino. Let's see here. I hope it snows so I can get a snowmobile. That would be pretty cool. Well, I hope you get one as well. That'd be pretty neat. Let's see here. Since we're on the page, I guess I'll go ahead and just show you all where all the snow's been. So that's the snow map this season. So that's where all the snow. That's all the people who have seen snow so far this year. So we've seen snow as far down south as, look at that, New Mexico. upper elevations there. Interesting. So that's where the lowest point's been. But like those, the winter storms we've seen, we've already had, a bit of snow up there towards like North Dakota. And, once like December comes around, then obviously that's going to start to dip a little further south, a bit more further south. And then, January, February, it's going to go obviously a lot more further south here. And like I said, this year, if the Southeast is going to get some snow, this would probably be the best year to do so, considering El Nino typically brings those, very, very, very conducive conditions for snow. So if y'all live in these regions here, like I said, you might have a better shot for some snow this year overall. I definitely think so. And if you live up in these regions here, it's going to be a little bit below average. So it's going to be totally different than it has been the last couple of years. Let's see here. But anyways. Let's see here. Oklahoma has seen snow. I think I already read that one. But yeah, Oklahoma sees snow typically every year. It happens. Yeah, most of the west side, I believe. I think it's in the terrain out there in western the Panhandle, Oklahoma. It's somewhat mountainous. I don't know on that, but it seems like the Panhandle usually gets it. Yeah, does anyone know that? Does anybody in the live stream know if the terrain of like the Panhandle and right in this region, like somewhat mountainous? I have a feeling it partially is. I know a lot of like this area is relatively flat, but not too sure about these areas. I know that obviously Colorado, yeah, it's pretty mountainous, but do I see a little snow from Chicago again? Chicago apparently did see a bit of snow, a little bit. See, do I see a little snow for Chicago? Yeah, so let's see here. There we go. Yeah, Chicago's seen about between an inch or half an inch, looks like. Let's see here. Justin says kind of. Gotcha. Let's see here. What's up, Legacy? Hope you're doing good. Matthew says, will Dover get snow this week? Coming from Vermont on Friday. Are you talking about Delaware? Dover, Delaware? That's the only Dover I know of. But if that's the case, no, there's not gonna be any snow. It's too far south for snow right now. Let's see here. Do you think there's a good chance for snow in northern Georgia more than usual? Yeah, I think so. Let's see here. Western part has a few mesas more. Oh, gotcha. Appreciate it. A lot of Texas is flat, says Justin. Yeah, a lot of it. I do know portions of western Texas, though. Out in these regions are pretty mountainous. Shit. I drove through Western Panhandle on the way to New Mexico, flat until Flat Mesa became visible. Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of here is very flat. Let's see here. Potentially our first inch of snow, says John. Well, John, that was already observed snowfall. That's what we were looking at. That was not future snowfall. I want to make that clear. Let's see here. Last strong El Nino, we had a huge dump of unpredictable snow on a farm in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's typically what happens. Like I said, during those El Nino seasons. Let me actually show you guys something. Let me see if I can find it again. Let's see here. Pacific Oscillation, like history. That's what I want to look at. Here we go. I think this might be what I'm looking for. Kind of. Let's see. I'm trying to find the. Maybe this is it. There was a site I used to use that really showed me. All right, we're just gonna have to go with this one, I guess. Okay, let me bring this over here. So let's go ahead and full screen that. So yeah, we work our way back here to like 2010 and then 2016. You can see like we had that gap there with El Nino. Like 2010 to 2016 or so, we had like an El Nino. And both of those years, we had massive snows up in the Mid-Atlantic. And you can see lately we've been in a very, very, very deep dive with El Nino, or sorry, La Nina, which we're now taking over El Nino again. So hopefully hopefully we'll get that remaining for a little bit. Let's see here. Dover, New Hampshire. Gotcha. At that point, yes, probably. Like I said, there's going to be a bit of ice concerns. Let's see here. Let me pull that back up for you. Precipitation type, wherever you're at. There we go. Go ahead and add that. Okay, ECMWF, and we'll add the GFS here too. Perfect. Okay, so let's actually, dang it, I should probably change the region too. Let's see here. Hold on a minute, y'all. We're gonna try this here. Northeast. Bear with me for one small second. Let's see here. Okay, so we have the European model here. We have the American GFS here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, ECMWF is on the left-hand side, and the GFS is on the right-hand side. So whenever it comes to it here, yeah, you can see how, New Hampshire, you're probably going to be seeing a bit of ice, that orangish. Actually, this one's showing a little bit more sleet and freezing rain mixed. But it's kind of showing, a bit of, sleet, freezing rain activity popping off here through Vermont, New Hampshire. This is for the morning of the 9th, okay? Morning through afternoon of the 9th. Let's see here. Ragtime says, thank you. You're very welcome. Justin says, what's the difference between a La Nina and an El Nino? So basically, it's just as simple as the average temperatures in the equator of the Pacific Ocean. So if the temperatures of the surface of the water is above normal, that's an El Nino. And if the temperature of the surface at the equator of the Pacific is below normal, that's a La Nina, in which, that's total opposite phases. We call that whole phase the Pacific Oscillation, which oscillating means changing from one to another, changing from one pattern to another, essentially. So the Pacific Oscillation, basically, we have the El Nino, which is above average, La Nina below average, which influences weather worldwide, because the Pacific Ocean is the largest body of water on the planet, and obviously it's going to have some very crucial, very very impactful effects to not just the U.S. but the entire world overall. But anyways, broccoli, that's very, very random, but no, I've never been a fan. Let's see here. La Nina is cooler than normal waters. El Nino torment. Yep. Pretty much. Rain says Florida will likely have below average temperatures. Yeah, it's supposed to be cooler. Yeah, El Nino winters, like we're going to have this year, means it's going to be a bit more cooler down south too. A bit more precipitation and a bit more cooler. So we're getting that Pacific jet, or the tropical jet, the subtropical jet, bringing in that moisture across the south, and then you got the polar jet stream. It's gonna be bringing the cooler air down for the most part. Let's see here. I heard it's only not El Nino that controls weather. Yeah, that's true. You also have like the NAO, which is the North Atlantic Oscillation. So we have, it's not just the Pacific, but the Pacific Oscillation is the main one because of how big the Pacific Ocean is, and overall. So yeah, so the Pacific Oscillation plays probably roughly about 2/3 that I'd say. The Atlantic probably another 1/3 compared to the Pacific, roughly, I'd say. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot to it. There definitely is a lot to it, that's for sure. But anyways, let's see. Does my program want to launch again? Oh, dang it! No. Yeah, my program is toast. I'm gonna have to fix that for next stream. Let's see here. But yeah, but whoever was talking about that, who was that? Was it? Oh, it's Matthew. That's right. Yeah, Matthew. Like I said, just watch out there for the morning of the 9th, because we're going to be getting that system rolling through here. But anyways. All right, guys. Well, I think we are probably going to be rolling off here soon. Like I said, we're approaching about an hour being live here. Let's see. I need a major reboot. Yeah. Yep. I think it will. Maybe if I just restart it, it'll fix it. Hopefully it's that simple. That would be pretty nice. But anyways, yeah, guys, like I said, we're probably gonna be heading off here pretty soon. So if y'all have any final questions, feel free to let me know. We'll be here for you guys. Let's see here. When I was a semi-pro surfer in the 70s, loved strong El Nino because it brought big point waves. Yeah, actually, that's very true. Because what happens in the in the Atlantic is we have an increased trade winds. The trade winds that go across the equator are more stronger, meaning it creates bigger waves. That's why hurricane season during La Nina is much more active, because there's less wind shear, if that makes sense. So there's less strong winds across the atmosphere. The atmosphere is not as crazy. There's not as much winds in the atmosphere, which, you would think that winds for hurricanes would make them stronger, but no. In this case, it actually, rips them apart and prevents them from getting their organization together. But yeah, that's kind of what we were, that's kind of what they do. Yeah, so that's why La Ninas have really, really, active seasons, because lack of winds. And that explains the El Nino, which you're talking about, because, stronger trade winds, meaning more of an aggressive atmosphere, which, makes those waves bigger. Absolutely. See, hurricanes hate wind shear. Oh, yeah, they sure do. See, I love the snow flying on the ground, but I hate the cold. Yeah, I hear you, Joey. Only if the freezing point was above, a little bit more above, like 32. That'd be awesome. And it wasn't so crazy. They also hate dry air and cool waters. Yep, that's the three. That is the three main things. The three main components for tropical cyclones is moisture, shear, and temperature of the surface. Or the water, I should say. Surface temperature of the water. Do I ever plan on doing some type of meteorology to go through some basic weather forecasting stuff? I mean, I wasn't planning on it, no. Like, would you want me to go into depth, maybe make some videos explaining how things work? Could probably do that. Yeah, I think I need to expand the horizon on this channel, guys. I think I need to expand to more topics, or rather than just talking about current weather all the time. I should make videos explaining why things happen the way they do. Would you guys be interested in stuff like that? Let's see here. Let's see. Amethyst says snow in South Georgia. Possibly, possibly late this winter. Like I said, down south, you guys are going to have a better shot this winter than previous winters. Like I said, El Nino, which we're in right now, what we're forecasted to be in through the whole winter, means more cold and more, moisture, higher moisture amounts in the south. So if it's going to happen, this will be probably the year to do it. That would be the year to do it. Let's see here. Where can we send fan mail? I don't have a P.O. box set up. Let's see here. I should explain El Nino, Cape, and hodographs. Hodographs and Cape would probably go together, but El Nino's a little off topic. It's pretty funny. Let's see here. Yatsuba, or see, was it Yatsuba? I think it's your name. Say, I'm willing to help out, Andrew. Hit me up on Discord if you want. Okay. Will do. Let's see here. Yay, thank you. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Just to be interested. Good. Yeah, we'll have to look into doing that. That's for sure. Do some weather classes. I could do some education. Yeah, I could do educational videos. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into it, guys. I'll look into it. I also want to start doing more long range forecasts rather than, current conditions. I mean, I only like to forecast up to 5 days in advance. I would love to some deep dives into weather-wise. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. See, even in Illinois, my parents keep their shovels and snowboards out. That's a good thing. Yeah, like I said, the east, the northeast, the east, out there by the Mid Atlantic and portions even of the southeast, typically means more precipitation, more potential for snowfall and stuff. Absolutely. Let's see here. Just trying to give me ideas. Yeah, I'll figure it out, Catman. I appreciate it. But all right, guys. Well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. Tomorrow on the table. Yeah, I've been kind of doing this every at the end of the streams. I think it's pretty good information for you guys. I think. Let's see. Tomorrow. Okay, we got that ice storm potentially going through. Okay, I think I'm gonna make a video. I know I said that yesterday too. Just depends on timing. So. I will try to make a video in the morning. I'll have that up in the morning, more than likely, so you guys can see that. And of course, tomorrow evening, I'll probably do another live stream. So video and live stream expect tomorrow. But yeah, definitely a live stream. All right, guys. Well, y'all take care. Can you tell me when the drought will change in Indiana? When things may change? It'll probably still be a little bit here. See, forecast from the Weather Prediction Center over the next week hardly has any precipitation for Indiana, so it'll probably be dry for the next little bit. I hate to tell you, but all right, guys. Well, y'all take care. Thanks for joining us tonight, and like I said, if you guys do enjoy it, if you guys did enjoy it, please consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button if you have not already. I'm just gonna put that up there. Yeah, it kind of broke. But if you guys did enjoy it, please consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button. And do me a favor, guys, if you could share this with your friends and family and tell them to share as well, it would be greatly appreciated. Help distribute this live stream, this channel out there, and help get as many people involved and as weather aware as possible. That is the ultimate goal, is to make sure people are understanding what's going on and the people stay safe out there. But, all right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and start the countdown here. If there's anything you want to go ahead and say, like I said, join our Discord. We have that down in the description, guys. If you guys do want to check that out, if you have any questions after stream hours, like I said, I'm on Discord quite often, so you guys can, tune in on our Discord and, say hi and ask any questions if you have any. But, all right. All right, guys, y'all take care. We love you guys. Please stay safe out there, even though there's really nothing too crazy going on right now, thankfully. But we'll get you guys up here with another update tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon with a video and a live stream expected. Okay, well, you guys take care. We love y'all. Please be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, my friends. See you then.